Hey guys, and welcome to Gwent, the Witcher card game. My name is Jaggerous, and today is Fan Friday, which means I'm playing a deck submitted by you, the viewers. And if you want to submit your deck to Fan Friday, there'll be a link in the description below to my Discord, where you can post your deck in the Fan Fridays text channel. Today's deck comes from a player called Ollie the Gnome, and it is an Alchemy deck which utilizes Johnny. So Johnny, the silver card, where you discard a card, then make a default copy of a card of the same color from your opponent's starting deck in your hand. So if I discard a gold, I'll get a copy of a gold from my opponent. If I discard a silver, I get a copy of a silver. And this is going to work with Wolfsbane. So we're going to play Johnny. We're going to discard Wolfsbane, which after 3 turns in the graveyard, it deals 6 damage to the highest enemy and boosts the lowest ally by 6. So this is like kind of tempo for the future, and we also get a gold from our opponent. And we can fish for this with Stefan. We can make sure that this is near the top of our deck. Other than that, it's a fairly standard Alchemy deck. So we have Vilgefortz and we have Vesemir. You could run Cahir instead of Vilgefortz, but with a lot of people mandraking your Jan, some people prefer Vilgefortz. This is kind of a personal preference situation. Depends what you kind of are coming up against. Then we have Cantarella, we have Asir, we have Roach, we have Mandrake, and we have Dazbog Runestone. So Asir can put Asir can put Roach back into the deck, so they can play him twice. We have, like I said, Mandrake and Runestone are Alchemy cards, as are the 3 Mahakam Ales and the 3 Ointments, which means in total I think we have 8 Alchemy cards in this deck. So, why is Wolfsbane Alchemy? Oh, we have 9 Alchemy cards in our deck, because Wolfsbane is also Alchemy. So we've got a good number of Alchemy cards in the deck, which means that our Viper Witches are going to be dealing 9 damage, which is like the sweet spot. You want to be dealing at least 9 damage with your Viper Witches if you're going to be making an Alchemy deck, because that is pretty successful. We have the Slave Drivers, we have the Vicar Novices. It's all more or less standard. So without further ado, let's jump into a ranked game and try out this deck.
I shall not repeat Emir's mistakes. I forgive you this time.
So here we are in the mulligan, and generally we don't want both of these because we'll be pulling one of them with Vesemir, but as it is, we have absolutely no gold cards in hand. It's good to blacklist an Ointment and then throw the other 2 Ales, and there's Vesemir. Vesemir can still be used to pull a Ointment or an Ale, so he's not completely dead, but with the starting hand that we had, it wasn't, the greatest of situations. We did, however, win the coin flip, but we are going against the mirror, so this is going to be interesting, because he's not going to get something that he wants here, because he's just boosted his units, which honestly actually plays into my strategy, to be honest, because I can start killing his units, and then I can utilize the Slave Driver to get units onto the board, like so, and then we'll just kill the 6. And because that's boosted, it means that we did get okay value out of that Viper, which I think is pretty good.
We follow left.
And you can see now we're just kind of trading units, but here what we can do now, if we want to utilize all of the points on our Ale, we can play this, take one of these, we actually didn't get a choice, and then play the Ale. And you'll see that we got full value out of our Ale, whereas he didn't get full value on his, which I think is pretty good.
To work! Of course, as you wish, master.
And now he's just setting up targets for our Viper Witches, because I don't want to play too many big targets, because if I play big targets, he's going to be able to kill them. So what we're going to do
Here's our chance.
is just make sure that we get good value out of our Viper Witches, whilst hopefully making it so that he can't get value out of his. The one thing is we are setting up the graveyard, which means if he gets Ointment, then he gets value. But you can see he's still investing in this strategy of boosting. And again, we're going to kind of continue to counter this and just take out his units as and when we can.
I forgive you this time.
So if he doesn't use Mandrake to boost his Cahir, hopefully, I was going to say hopefully he gets Ale and hits this, but no. If he didn't use Mandrake to boost his Cahir, what we're going to do is we're going to kill his Cahir with our Mandrake, just in case he's running that strategy. I think the investment is still sensible. Like, I think it's still worth making that play, even if your opponent plays something else.
Back in line!
Calm down, buddy. He is ultra thinning his deck here.
We follow Letho's lead.
So he's up 17, but we can catch him in 1 card, so in general I think it's fine just to do this. And just to get rid of that. It's only a 5-point play, but because we won the coin flip, we're okay to make a low tempo play like that. And then we can look to stop thinning our deck with our Vicavaro Novice. And if we get a res, we can res into another Vicavaro Novice, so it's pretty much okay.
Here's our chance.
That's not a value play at all there. You know, he didn't really get decent value out of his Viper Witches. And now it's kind of safer to start boosting because he's played so many Viper Witches that he's not going to see as much value as we did. And then we can also play our last Vic of our Novice and start to boost the deck. See, like, this is what I mean. He's not getting full value. So he's investing in cards that aren't necessarily helping his strategy. Which I think personally is quite costly. We could fully thin our roses, but I think we'll keep one and go for the ale here. So now we're on 4 points down. That's okay. And he's probably running out of cards at this point. Like, what does he want to play here? Black Blood. It's not really great, because I can just kill this if it gets too big. But what we'll do for now, we'll play Jan. Take the Vic of Aro, because then we can thin our deck some more.
That was
Take this. Res the Witcher. And kill the one that's going to keep boosting. So there we go, we're up 8 now, 1 even. So he had his opportunity to pass and have me go 1 deck card down, and that is slowly but surely slipping away. And our deck is pretty nicely thinned. Like, all it's got in it now is golds and silvers. So we should be drawing pretty well. The only issue is we actually have a bad Vesemir, because if we play this from hand, then he's just worth 6. Which is kind of awkward. Down 14. So our Witcher is worth exactly 14 on the dot. And forces him to play another card. I don't hate this as a play. We don't have any more things to resurrect. So let's just take the Witcher, hit the 9. And now we're tied? We know that the top of our deck has a Seer. It has... So we know the top of our deck has a Seer... Which means if we play this, we thin Roach. Which I don't hate. It's a 10-point play. It's not, you know, as good as this, but... I guess we have the choice, right? Let's play the Runestone, see what we get. What can we reset? These are only worth 4. Force 2 adjacent enemies to duel each other. Again, that's only going to be worth 6. Spawn an Ambassador, Assassin, or Emissary. I guess we go for this one. Kalak's the best choice.
Your Majesty, I cast myself.
If I play this, it actually thins a Viper Witcher or a Slave Driver out of our deck, which I really like. So let's thin the deck some more.
Your humble servant.
And we'll take this one because it's going to give us more points.
To work!
And then we'll shoot Vesemir. And we're up 7. And we have 10 in hand. So, depends what his last card is worth.
An interesting choice.
He is really pushing this round.
Asking me for help.
Poet.
Now that's smart.
Oh, gosh.
Move!
So we're going to be down
How did that incantation go?
quite a few points. I don't think we're going to be able to catch him with our last card, unfortunately.
To work!
He's played all of his ointments and all of his ales.
Here's our chance.
Yeah, we're down 24, so we pass here. He did invest 3 gold cards into that round, though, and we invested none. The problem that we have is that one of our gold cards is Wolfsbane. We know he doesn't have a gold in hand at the moment, but he's likely to draw into one, so we might end up with a dead Johnny if we do draw it. But we could discard Vesemir. Like, I don't actually hate discarding Vesemir as a play. Let's just throw it. Wolfsbane. Oh, this is nice. Because then if he passes here, we can just discard the Wolfsbane and set us up going into the next round. And hope he doesn't have a gold in hand.
Do I look like a smudger to you?
He doesn't. So we got a Vilgeforce. Oh wait, actually they changed Johnny, didn't they? Previously he had to have not played the card, but now it just works from his starting deck. So actually Johnny's always going to give you a gold, which is really nice. So we'll pass here. So Asir is just a straight 11. The problem with Vilgeforce is we don't necessarily have a target to burn. But we can guarantee what we're going to draw with Stefan. So let's throw this. There we go, we now have a target to burn. So we play Stefan, and then we can guarantee our Vilgeforce here. into another Vilgefortz.
do
But then we have a
you
second
do?
Vilgefortz. We don't really have great targets to burn. Unless we put Cantarella on the top. In which case we draw into Cantarella. Which I don't really like. But we can burn Roach as well. So let's take another Vesemir. Sorry, another Vilgefortz. Because we can burn Roach and we can burn the Viper Witcher. And we have Wolfsbane here as well.
I am no Nilfgaard.
Oh, yeah, the dead Cahir. That's painful. That is painful. So I guess we just play this for 1. Otherwise we burn this and then get another Vilgefortz and have to burn a 5. So we need to make this even though it's only a 6-point play. So that we can burn things. Oh wait, I just realized that Roach got boosted. The double Vilgefortz might not pay off here.
That was not in the spell books.
Like, not at all. See, he overthinned. He overcommitted to the first round, so we'll burn this.
An interesting
We'll draw a
choice.
Vilgefortz. I guess we burn Vilgefortz. Like, we'll burn Vilgefortz with Vilgefortz into a Seer.
Yes. What is
Is there anything I don't want him to res? I think we're fine here. Like, there's nothing, like, really good we can put into his deck, except we'll put Moonlight in. And I'll put the Overdose in, because they're not great cards to have. Just in case he has Cantarella or something. Because it's likely that he has Cantarella. He forfeited. So we send a good game. And that's why you run Vilgefortz instead of Cahir, because people do that. You know, people do that thing where you reset their Cahir and then you basically banish their Yan and then they have a dead Cahir. Which isn't really something that players want. Anyway, guys, let's jump into another game and we'll play this Johnny deck once more. And we did actually see how the Wolfsbane gave us huge tempo in the final round. And he had a lot of dead cards as well, so it was kind of a bit of a stomp. But yeah, let's get into another ranked game and play once more.
Humans have no place in Broccolon.
I forgive you. This time.
So we're against Ethne this time. In terms of our mulligan, we have Stefan, but we don't have Wolfsbane or Johnny. We want a mulligan that Mahakam to blacklist it. We want a mulligan... Although Ointment is a bit risky. She doesn't kill our cards. Maybe we hold on to one Ointment. Do we mulligan the Dazbog because we can find it when we need it? And... let's also get rid of a... Novice into a Seer. Okay, so we don't quite have the opening play that we necessarily want. In that we don't have the Johnny combo, but we can probably find it with Young
Back in line.
and thinning and that sort of thing. So he's running lots of elves. So we'll take the half elf hunter then.
You
That's
annoy
just
me.
a solid play.
Have strength, my love.
And we do have the option of killing his elves because he's going to basically play a load of elves here. So we do have the choice of do we want to kill all of his elves. And I don't hate that as an option. The other thing we can do is we can Stefan something to the top of our deck. In which case, should we not see... we should maybe play Yan and see what's near the top of our deck first.
I forgive you.
Mandrake,
This time.
Novice, Runestone. So let's take the Runestone. Into Van Hamar.
Your words
Into
mean
Frost.
nothing now.
So that means that the top of our deck isn't great. So Stefan would be good to put something near the top, but maybe we don't want Wolfsbane or Mandrake near the top because we don't have the other one. We could thin the Mandrake. So yeah, we don't want Wolfsbane or Johnny near the top because we're not guaranteed to have the combo.
Have strength.
In which case, maybe you just want to put something like a Vilgefortz on top. And you know, that might be the strategy that you want to go for here. This is going to give me double ointment now. Just watch.
Now, how did that
Whew.
incantation go?
Lucky. Always lucky. So we are ahead. Assume he's going to start mulliganing and boosting his units. Should maybe start killing them. He's going to play Scorch, right? That's why he's got the Doblathon archers. It's because he wants to scorch me. I can kill that. If I kill it, I negate 4 damage. How much do I care about 4 damage? Not that much. Not that much. And actually it means that Stefan will just be the highest, right?
Oh, blast is cold.
I'm also thin roach here. Yeah. So I'm just being careful about not stacking my units such that two of them are kind of similar strength. We can actually also use Cantarella to block the Scorch. So if he's going to Scorch us, we can just be like, nah, mate, I'm good. You know how you wanted to burn us? Well, here's a card on your side of the board. We have to be a little bit cautious about how we kind of boost our units and such that, like, that's not an option for him. Because if it's an Ethne deck, it's probably a Scorch deck.
We were not the ones to start this war.
Let us see.
So we'll take the Vilgefortz. It puts the Vikavara to the bottom of our deck, but that's fine. And yeah, there's the Shiru, which we expected, to be honest. The thing is, the 13 is currently blocking him from burning us again, which is quite nice. In which case, let's play a Viper.
Time to get our hands dirty.
And kill one of the 6s. Because this puts us ahead without enabling a second Scorch. So that'll be worth 12. Sorry, 14. So we're not as ahead as we would like to be. Let's play this.
Move!
This is worth, let's go with this one, why not? Random enemy. We take this, because I don't wanna hit the 13 and set up the Scorch. We're currently quite far ahead.
Drink this, you'll feel better.
You know, if it's a Milena, it's a Milena.
We follow Letho's lead.
And a Milena's still not worth 20, so it's fine. Like, I guess he's trying to pass for 2-card advantage.
I never miss.
What did he kill? Nothing is currently dead that I can kind of resurrect.
Not much left of that.
I guess we take the Mandrake. And we'll just... Oh, well, there you go. Morin Forest Child. That was unexpected. It doesn't really bother me, but completely... Who runs Morin Forest Child? This guy. This guy runs Morin Forest Child. That's cute.
Kisparin.
So I played this. This is the biggest unit on the board. Are we on even? Actually, I'm 2 ahead, so we could pass here and get card advantage, but it gives him the round. We don't have any resurrects. I think this is where we pass. We can still go cards up, so that's fine.
They can hide, but there is no escape.
Oh, he's got a handful of elves. That's awkward. If we manage to play the Mandrake... I mean, he saved 10 points, but I expected her to be worth about 16 anyway, so he didn't really gain anything from that. Nikavaro, Johnny. Do I even want Johnny here? If I can get Wolfsbane, I do. We could hold him for 1 turn. In which case, maybe we throw the Ointment. Because this could be a bad card. Now let's throw this. Oh, there's Wolfsbane. Nice. So if he dry passes here, we play Johnny Wolfsbane.
A storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
Okay, he's not doing it.
Right, fine.
In which case, let's play a Seer.
If magic
And
dies,
put Roach back into our deck.
this world dies with it.
And we'll put... Where is Cantarell? I'll put Cantarell in his deck. Because that is not something that he wants to draw. Because it just gives me 13 points. Okay, so there's the pass. So let's play this.
Peter Piper picked
Let's
Prince
throw
Fox
this.
above a pack of pickle
Setting up the
peppers
points
by
for the next
pond
round.
tower.
And then we have an Aglace. I like it. So now we can Scorch him, I guess. So the only thing we need to be really aware of is the fact that he wants to Scorch us. And we also don't want to draw Roach. So I think we just leave it at this. It's not a bad hand. So what special cards has he played that I would want to replay? Alza's Double Cross gives us a Viper Witcher. We can replay the Scorch such that he can't play it. We'll see. Let's play this for now. Take a Slave Driver.
Move!
He has Cantarella in hand.
You annoy me.
So I don't think he realizes that he has to play that on my side for points. Oh, that feels good, boys and girls. That feels good. You shouldn't have risked your mulligan, buddy. You shouldn't have risked your mulligan. And that's one of the ways you can use a Seer offensively, in case you didn't realize that. Because if he plays that Cantarella, it goes on my side of the board. Which I feel like he may have realized. And he can't line up his Scorch, because he's played all of his archers.
The only good human is a dead human.
So let's play the Novice
Of course, as you wish, master.
into the Ointment, into the Novice,
That
into
was not in
the
the spell books.
Ointment, into the Slave Driver,
Obedience
into the
or
Elven
the
Scout.
last.
Actually, we could have gotten an ale off of that.
Only death here for Dwan.
Into this chickadee.
Kisparin.
There we go. Means we only got 6 points off of our Wolfsbane, but nah. We're up 31. And one of his cards is giving me points. So I guess we wait till he plays a target and then we can Eglace Alzur's double cross. Although he might go for the Scorch here on the 2/7s,
Humans have no place in Broccolon.
which is fine.
Drink this.
So what do I want? Look at 2 bronze units in your deck. This is going to give me a Viper Witcher, but this gives me a choice, which might work out better. This gives me... He's played his Scorch, so let's play this. This gives me an Ale.
That was not in the spell books.
There we go, look at that. Look at that. And your opponent has forfeited. Yeah, Cantarella in hand. How was that going to work out for him? Not well, not well. But that's the deck. I actually really enjoy it. I think the Wolfsbane Johnny combo is quite fun. And because of the amount of thinning you can do in the first round, it's actually not too hard to find it in order to set it up. And there, like, we didn't even need it because he did draw into Cantarella. But if he hadn't drawn into Cantarella, I think that game still would have been in our hands. So shout outs to Ollie the Gnome for this deck. It's been really fun to play. And if you have a deck that you'd like me to play for Fan Friday, then you can post it in my Discord, which is in the description below, in the Fan Fridays text channel, and I'll be sure to check out some of you guys' decks next week. If you like this video, leave a like, and you can always subscribe to the channel. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Jaggerous, and on Twitter, @Jaggerous. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!